Welcome to Tots and Teens in Focus. I am Patricia Trim. And believe it, I am here in New Jersey, bringing New Jersey to Brooklyn. And guess what? I am with the Barbizon International Modeling Company, and who I am with, the director, Faye Dickey, and she is the CEO founder of Barbazon New Jersey. She will be telling us more about Barbazon and what it entails and the program that they have. And you know what? Your children need to have this type of training. It's etiquette training that is very good for them. Even if they would not become a star, but it's a training that could make them professional in the years to come. So, for more information and more of Barbazon and more of Fediki, she'll be telling us about everything. Everything, believe you me, everything she'll be giving us today. Um, I'll now hand you over to Faye Dickey so Faye can give you more than what I can see. Faye, welcome to Tots and Teens in Focus. I'm coming to you from the Brooklyn Community Access Television. I'm taking New Jersey to Brooklyn so that we can see what goes on in New Jersey with Barbizon and how our youths in Brooklyn or youths anywhere that they would like to partake in the Barbizon show for the IMTA Talent Association if they want to become stars or even if they want the training, you'll be able to tell us more about it. Welcome to Tots and Teens.
Welcome to Barbazon. It's very exciting having you here. Um, we are really a modeling school and an acting school. We start our kids out at 5 years and up. We go up to 23 years of age. And we start from the very, very beginning, teaching them how to sit. Now, you know, kids don't know how to sit now because they wear jeans and they never wear their skirts. And when they sit in skirts, they sit like they do when they have pants on, and that's not a good thing. We even teach them how to get in and out of a car, how to set a table, and so forth. Then we go into the modeling, and we teach them how to walk and to work with their posture and their hair. And for some reason, I can remember when I went to school years and years ago, we had a dress code. We had a dress code where, you know, you couldn't wear pants and you couldn't wear sneakers. But now these kids actually go to school in pajamas. So we're here to kind of help parents out to keep them, giving them etiquette and how to dress and how to behave in public. And then what we do is we start walking them on the runway. This helps their posture and their confidence. Today, it's a very competitive world out there for these kids. They really spend most of their time studying, doing homework, and on the internet, which is a good thing. But they need to learn other things. They need to learn how to interact. They need to build their confidence. And when you put a kid on a runway and she's walking down that runway and everyone's looking at her, you really make them feel good. I feel good when I see
Mm-hmm.
it. I feel good when they come in and they have poor posture and they can't speak and they can't project. And instead of talking to the person next to them, they're texting them.
Mm-hmm.
And what we do is we take all the phones, sorry, put them in a little basket so you can't use them during our class. You have to actually speak to the individual that's next to you. If they're really, really interested in the modeling and in the acting, we train them in runway, we train them in print work, they work with photographers. We have an excellent, excellent, Billy Landis is our acting and film trainer. And we actually put them on camera,
Mm-hmm.
teach them monologue. We do a film, we do a short movie, a 15-minute movie. So they get very used to working on camera, which once again, it increases their confidence. And then if they really do well, they audition for the International Modeling and Talent Association, which is an organization that brings together models and actors with agents and casting directors, film directors from all over the world. And they actually compete in front of these people. We have had excellent uh, response from IMTA with our people because of the type of training that they receive.
Mm-hmm.
And again, all of this is building your confidence. Um, Instead of going in a classroom and sitting in the back of the room, our girls and guys tend to go now in a classroom and sit in front of the class so they can actually be seen and answer questions and so forth. So we're real proud of that. And just for the parents, I got to tell you that I've gotten letters from teachers and from other parents who say that the grades of the kids have gone way up. And this is the confidence that we give them and build. And plus, it's very rewarding for us. Very rewarding.
Mm. I know what you're talking about, Barbara, because Faye, because I have been into training children for the past 20 years, and I always believe that I don't like the genes
Mm-hmm.
because it takes away a child's beauty. They're no longer children, they become very masculine type of person. And I find that this type of training helps them. It's helped them educationally, it's helped them with the education, it helped them culturally, it helped them to meet and to talk. They can be speakers, and they will be able to write. They have their visions and everything when they go through this type of training. I know that this work is being done through you here, but could you tell us about your um, office staff and the programs that each office staff are involving?
We have two different programs. We have the modeling program, which is run in 4 locations, and each one has a qualified modeling instructor who has been with me for over 10 years and in the industry for over 15 years. We have an acting class that is run by a gentleman, Bill Landis, who has a very, very strong background in filmmaking. His last movie was just in a festival, and it's called Rotten Luck. And he brings a lot to our class because he's there. He knows what he's doing. He speaks from experience. That's why our instructors are qualified instructors. They must have been or still are in the business. So they know what they're talking about. They're just not reading from a book. They're teaching from experience. Um, the young lady who is, I'm going to mention her because she is jack of all trades. She is receptionist. She runs between the schools. She teaches class because she is a model. She was actually an action figure. Um, and she takes care of me. And that, believe me, I need that. And make sure that I get where I am supposed to be and things get done and I find things on my desk. We've got a great staff here, and they've been with me since I've been in the business, except for the young lady I was just talking about. She's too young. And I guess one of the things that I want to stress is when you come to our school, you're not just learning the outside of the business, you're learning behind the scenes. If you want to be a cameraman, if you want to be an editor, if you want to be a filmmaker, a director, you pick up all of this from our classes. So it's not just that you're going to walk on a runway or you're going to be in a magazine, which is what we teach. It's everything else that's behind the scenes. And all of the people that are involved with Barbizon do this. And we make ourselves available to the students at all times. As I say, my door is always open.
I see that says a multitask program you have here with everything involved, and that is very good because if they're not inclined to be a model or a dancer or a singer, they can choose any other thing behind the scenes and able to get their task out there. Faye, what about if persons would like to be a part of this program? I don't know if they have it in Brooklyn, but you may have some ideas of the Barbizon organizations around the tri-states of New York.
One of, with Brooklyn, I believe the closest Barbizon is in Manhattan.
Okay.
And it is run by a gentleman that has been in the business for 40 years. And he's young.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, he took it over from his father. And it's an excellent program. Each Barbizon throughout the United States run their programs a little differently. Like we're very strong into not only front but in the back scenes, where I believe that Manhattan is not. But they are an excellent, excellent program. And if you're interested in this, you should go and talk to them, really. We do have a number of people in our film school from Brooklyn.
Okay.
All right, so they do get here. And we do everything to help them.
Your message to parents, telling them how to be responsible parents and to be a friend, a parent and a friend at the same time to their children. Because you did mention about the texting, and that is one thing that I feel it's we are glad to have technology, but I think technology is taking away the child's life. There's no more children. They're not there as a child anymore. They're like in space age. What would be your advice?
Talk to your children. And I was watching a program last night, and I said, "That's it. Have one meal with your family.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Sit down, put the phones away. Don't, turn the television off. Don't have the computer on. Sit down and talk to your children." We find that that's really missing.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, with everyone working and it's very hard to do, but you need to take time to do that. Because I find that they come in and they talk to me
Mm-hmm.
because I'm here. And they should be talking to their parent.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest thing for me is they don't talk to each other. They really don't talk to each other. They just text. Everything is text. Just text.
Faye, we were talking about the parents, and what would be your advice to young people? They don't talk to each other now. They text, and not only the parents texting their parents, and the parents is also at fault too, because if they have their children in the car, from the time they get in that car, they are on that phone until they reach. Nobody talks with the children. The children will be there sit texting too, and that is I like the technology, but I think that parents need to put away the technology when it comes to their family. What would be your advice to our young people to get involved in writing and
That's
talking,
another thing. They really, these kids, my students don't know how to write.
and don't know how to spell?
And they don't know how to spell. They don't know. It's absolutely amazing. And again, I think more time has to be. You have to do it by example.
Mhm.
And a perfect example of this is when our students leave the program and they graduate, they come back.
Mhm.
They come back and they take classes because if you go to Barbizon, you're a lifetime student.
Okay, that's
Okay?
good.
And they'll come back, and the reason they come back is because they have rules and regulations
Mhm.
that they have to go by. We take out all the guesswork. They don't have to say, well, can I wear jeans or should I wear sneakers or can I use my phone? No, they can't. And
Mhm.
it gives them, they can be kids.
Mhm.
They don't have to think about things like that. I don't mean to be so strict that they rebel against you or anything, but you make it
Mm.
comfortable. They come back and they want to talk to you. They really want to talk. And again, you said that parents are on the phone. And I had a little 5-year-old in one of our programs, a little bitty thing. And she was in the back room, and I went back there and I said, "What are you doing?" She says, "Oh, I'm texting my mother to pick me up an hour later because I want to stay." 5 years old, and she's texting her mother. Um, it's not wrong, and I know why they're doing it, and I really am thankful for the phones because it makes it harder for something bad to happen
Mhm.
because you can get to the phones. But parents, you need to talk to your kids. You need to, and it's going to be hard to start out because no one's used to it anymore.
Mhm.
But you really need to, and not only talk, you need to listen and not judge.
That's true.
And not judge. If they have to feel that you can come to them, they can come to you and talk to you without being judged. Be a parent, but listen,
And a friend at the same
and a
time.
friend at the same time.
Um, Faye, I know that this program, I never knew that Barbazon had so much other um, activities within it. I really thought it was just about modeling and just about um, the singing or the dancing or becoming a star. But now that you explained to me what really Barbazon is all about, I feel that it's a very good program, and this is something that most parents should really get their children involved if they don't have the time to be a parent at home because of their jobs. You can't live on empty belly. You have to work, but to find them into programs and organizations that will be helpful to them for their development. Um, Before we go, I know you are here, and you could tell us directly where we are here, in case someone would like to
Okay.
take come to the school or to visit the school or to have visit